Hello everyone and welcome along to another episode of Finn's the Word, the Miami Dolphins UK YouTube channel. Today we're going to be breaking down Week 6 against the Washington Redskins from a Miami perspective. It's another defeat, but there's so much to cover in this game. If you'd have said that during the first half, I would have called you crazy, but the second half just blew up. So what we're going to be doing is just going through kind of how the game unfolded, and then I'm going to be giving you my reaction at the end. So let's get going with the game. So if we look at the first 4 plays of the game from an offensive point of view, 2 for Washington, 2 for us, nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. I think both teams were 3 and out on both goes. I've got here, I'm on my notes. Washington 3 and out on the first play. Walton starts at running back, which was an interesting call. He had a very good game throughout it as well. 15-yard penalty on Washington, but then Rosen sacked for the first of many times. Miami punt. Penalty against Washington on the return. Eric Rowe breaks up a play. Great play by Eric Rowe, and I've criticised him a lot in my opening weeks, but he did really well there. Keenum takes a big hit during one of those plays. Offensive line collapse and Rosen is sacked again. Makes it 2-19. We go for a run play on third down. No good. Miami punt. Summary, pressure on both quarterbacks results in no action. That was pretty much the summary of the first part of this game. Again, Washington 3 and out, really poor. First offensive first down of the game for Miami, fantastic. But then again, Rosen sacked for the 4th time. 4 times already, and we're not even 4 minutes and 10 seconds into the first quarter. That's what's remaining, rather. Unbelievable stuff. Sacked 4 times. Just think about that. Gesicki makes a catch and run, but not enough for a first down. We were on a 4th and 3rd. The crowd wants them to go for it. They decide to punt. The crowd are booing. They're going absolutely crazy. But then a fake punt, and Ballage gets a first down. Great call. Very, very gutsy. But at this point of the season, 0-4. Everyone knows what Miami are doing. These are the kind of plays we want to be doing. Let's get these kind of reps in the game time as well. Pull call from Williams for a penalty makes it 3-15. Miscommunication, Miami punt. End of the first quarter. It is 0-0. Big run from Pearson on a first down. 2 runs and then another first down. Tipped by Wilkins, which is the first time really that I can say that I've talked about Christian Wilkins in one of these games. That was a very good moment from him. But then Peterson with a 25-yard run, and McLaurin with a touchdown. Great run, to be honest. Covering, you can kind of question it, but it was just a good run, and it's 7-0 Washington. Mark Walton with a 12-yard run and a first down for Miami. Walton with a catch and run for 16 yards after Rosen moving around in the pocket. So Mark Walton having a great start to this game. Nearly an interception for Washington. Drake with a 6-yard run leaves it on 4th and 2. Miami go for it. Washington call a timeout. Rosen pressure but gets it out. Dropped and fumbled but recovered. It's a first down. Washington challenged the call. The call stands. Rosen throw is then intercepted. So not only has he had 4 sacks, he now has an interception, and the day is just going from bad to worse for Josh Rosen. But then Nick Needham, on the other side of it, who's been signed off the practice squad, breaks up a play on 3rd and 2, Washington punt. He gets a lot of applause from the rest of his team. That clearly means a lot to him and to those guys. Obviously, they're losing and they want to be collectively. They want to be together and rallying around each other. And that was really, really nice moment to see how much they celebrated that moment for Nick Needham. And then Walton makes a 14-yard run against a first down, penalty against Washington. 5th sack on Rosen, and we're not even at half time, but it's given as a penalty, helmet to helmet contact, so that then doesn't count. Rosen completes to Parker for a first down. We're at the 2-minute warning. Drake can't keep up straight. He's kind of stumbling, goes down on the 3rd down. 39-yard field goal rather, and it's good. 7-3 Washington. Keenum run and nearly gets the first down. Throw to Pearson who gets the first down. Needham with good covering again, so good, another good positive from him. A run from Washington, and it's half time. So Washington Redskins 7, Miami 3. So second half now, and it's poor start from Miami. Kind of following on from a theme that we've seen that Miami are not a second half team, but that could change with this game. So 3rd and out after a penalty when we were on a 3rd and 1, had a good opportunity, moves us back, we mess up. Peterson runs, gets a first down. Wilts, Miami, face mask penalty. Keenum to McLaurin with a 33-yard touchdown. Miami are now 14-3 down. It looks as if it's following the same pattern as what it has done over the previous 4 weeks. Holding penalty on Miami forces a 3rd and 16. Interception, Rosen has time, but it's a good read and a catch. But again, 4 sacks, 2 interceptions. Rosen's not having a good day of it. Washington on the 39-yard line. Short gain after short gain. Peterson then down to the 4-yard line. Peterson drops on the 2-yard line but recovers it. But then Bobby McCain with a superb stop in the end zone forces a field goal and it's good. Redskins 17-3 up in Miami. 3rd and out after a penalty for Miami. Not good. Punt return well stopped by Wells. Starting to see a bit more of him, and I'm getting impressed by him. You know, we're talking about these moments in games where we want to see what the future is going to be holding, and I like the look of him. Keenum to sprinkle for a big first down, 3rd and out for Washington. Good stop for Welts again, just impressing me. Here we are at the end of the 3rd quarter, 17-3 Redskins. This is where the field goal comes in. It's no good. The score remains the same. Fitzpatrick comes in, and at this point, I'm thinking, what are you doing? And I'm going to talk about this in a moment towards the end of the game, despite what's happened in the rest of this match. But then Drake with 2 good runs. Fitzpatrick to Walton and a good run and catch. Gesicki drops in the end zone. Drake a good catch to the 6-yard line. Drake runs, gets a first down, hold on Washington. So it's half a distance to the goal, so we're gradually getting there. Ballard runs just short and he's on the 1-yard line, but then he powers through and it's a touchdown. Finally, Miami record their first second half touchdown of the season. It's week 6. That is disgusting. But nonetheless, we have a touchdown in the second quarter. We try an onside kick. We get it, but it's offside. So we're forced to re-kick it. 5-yard penalty on that, which then, we're forced to then punt again. Keenum to McLaurin, but it's dropped. 3 and out for Washington. The momentum is now starting to go in Miami's direction. Fitzpatrick to Preston Williams with a higher leap and catch. That's a great catch from Williams. Up until this point, hadn't seen an awful lot of him other than on kick returns. So that was good to see him doing what he's gradually learning to do very, very well. Gesicki pushes it to the floor. Gesicki is pushed to the floor, but no flag. Miami are forced to punt. Keenum running around and nearly gives away 2 points. He's nearly pushed that back in his own end zone. Throws it away at the last moment. Washington punt and Preston Williams with a 19-yard return on the punt. Kilgore with a poor snap. What is he doing? Drake luckily recovers because Fitzpatrick is scrambling around, doesn't really know where everything is. But we do punt it, and it's punt to the 1st-yard line, and we're pinning them in, and you're thinking, right, we haven't done well on offense, but if the defensive side of the ball can keep them pinned where they are on the 1-yard line, we stand a chance. Peterson only just gets out in the end zone on the first run. Keenan to McLaurin for a 32-yard gain, though, and you're thinking, oh, this is it. Game is done. We can't recover from this. Peterson runs for a first down. Miami call a timeout, but then it's then 3 and out for Washington. Punt with 2 minutes remaining. We go to the 2-minute warning. And then this is the drive. This is it. This is where Miami can win a game of football. Fitzpatrick to Gesicki with an unbelievable catch. It was incredible catch from Gesicki. I wanted to see more of him last season. We didn't utilise him enough. I'm hoping that now, when we haven't got stuff to play for and we can just start to experiment and try different bits and pieces, we'll start to use Gesicki a little bit more. Fitzpatrick runs for a first down. Fitzpatrick to Hearns with a first down. We're moving the chains. Timeout by Miami. 26 seconds to go. Fitzpatrick to Williams for a first down. 10 seconds to go because he kind of goes back inside when you're thinking if you go outside it gives us just a little bit more time. But it doesn't matter. Fitzpatrick to Parker for a touchdown. And we're 1 point behind. It's Washington 17, Miami 16. If we kick and we get the field goal, we go into overtime. We don't. We decide to go for 2-point conversion. Washington calls a timeout. Then Fitzpatrick tries to slant it across to Drake. And he drops it. Kenyon Drake drops it. Game's done. Try an onside kick. It's no good. Washington win 17-16. So that's the roundup. My thoughts. I want to start off with talking about Rosen. You've said before the game that Rosen is the quarterback for the future. He's going to be playing for the rest of the season, and then we're going to kind of see where things go from here. Yes, he was having a bad game, but what is this going to do to his confidence levels when you drag him out of a game? I mean, some of the throws, yeah, were questionable, but the offensive line is absolutely killing him. You know, wide receiver options were not at that point on a level with him, and you've got to kind of give him more and more time. We're in an experimental part of our franchise now, where we are tanking, and I saw the hashtag tank for Tua trending at one point in the UK, which is just incredible. But that's by the by. What is this doing to Josh Rosen right now? What is he thinking when he sat there in the locker room right at this moment? He's seen that Fitzpatrick has come on and completely changed the offensive side of the ball. What is that doing to him? I want to know your thoughts on this. Are you glad that we did it? Was it time to drag him out because he'd had a bad game to that point? Or do you kind of agree with what I'm saying in that I don't you know what? If we were going for the playoffs, I kind of understand the logic of it, but we're not. And we're trying to build something for the future. And, you know, we've got to give Rosen the full season. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Some good points. It was good to see Preston Williams getting a catch. Because up until the point where Fitzpatrick came on, I couldn't remember seeing Williams, as I said, other than on punt returns. I did like the look of Welts. He was very, very impressive for me. Bobby McCain made a stop. And it was just nice to see us perform in the second half. This game was a complete opposite to what you would normally see from a Miami perspective. It was bad in the first half, but it was good in the second half. And it was just nice to see us kind of going for a game and actually taking it down to 6 seconds remaining, and there's still a chance in the game. But what do you think about it? What are your thoughts on it? Are you happy that we lost? I mean, I saw a lot of people on Twitter during the match. There was kind of split between Miami fans from what I follow and what I was able to see. Half of the people were saying, I don't get tanking, I don't understand it, I'll never understand the logic of losing. Yes, we know what we're ultimately going for, but I want to see us win. And I'm kind of in that camp. I understand we've got all of these draft picks available, but I don't understand the point of going 0 and 16. For me, that's embarrassing. You talk about the franchise's history with the only unbeaten team, to have a 0 and 16 on there as well. I don't particularly buy that, but I saw a lot of people saying this is exactly what we want. We do not want to be winning. We want the Redskins to get this win. We want the first pick. We're going for Tua. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section what your opinions of it are. I'll be really, really interested to hear it, and we'll reply to every single one. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up, leave a comment. Most importantly, leave a comment, because we want your interaction. We want to get to kind of know you guys and what your thoughts and opinions are about Miami. But thank you very much for taking the time to watch it. Hit the subscribe button for more content in the future. And as always, guys, until the next game, fins up.